Welcome to Thelia, Flame Oracle. Welcome back, Flame family. Today we're doing something a little different. A relationship reading that maps directly onto the body as a constellation. This comes from angel number 191972, which laid out 6 star points from crown to foot. And today we are using that to channel the relationship energy through both cosmic and physical alignment. We're also under the influence of angel number 70465, a number I call an unsealing code. It shows up when something in a connection is about to be unpacked, something that's been pressed down or held in. We're not just looking at feelings, we're opening the vaults, peering into the bones of the connection and letting the truth speak in its own light. If you're ready, we will move into the star map spread and we will look at the first card, which will represent the crown chakra. Now, the crown chakra is tied to higher truth or divine insight. It is a connection that we are aligning with. The card placement should be pictured as above the head. What is the higher truth or divine insight or connection that we are aligning with in this relationship? Spirit guides, what is the higher truth? We have Page of Wands in the reverse. So there could be self-doubt here about taking the initiative or completing a certain action. We're mulling about it, we're thinking about it, we get psyched up about it. There's definitely motivation here, but the wand is not in the upright. Someone here could also be a bit too much in their heads, that it may be also impacting your ability to be erect when in intimate congress. You make plans, but then you back out. There could be doubt here within yourself about your own sense of authenticity as well. Okay. Let's see the second card, which is the right temple. Now, this card represents what is being heard or unheard between you. We have the Queen of Cups. I am not happy. I am displeased. I can't tell the last time that I laughed and really felt it in my bones. The food that used to taste so amazing, it doesn't really, I don't care for it anymore. You could be experiencing headaches from dehydration with the Queen of Cups in the reverse. You could be over drinking possibly. And this could be spurring the onset of some kind of migraine issue. There could also be a multitude of other issues regarding this dynamic that has you in a state of displeasure, not feeling nurtured, not feeling heard, especially emotionally. There could be issues here as well around the body temple on a whole. You could be feeling extra bloated. Someone could be having issues with urination as well. What is being heard is I'm not happy. The higher truth here is that someone is too much in their head about going or coming, taking action or not taking action. Now, let's take a look at card 3, which is the heart chakra. This is a vow or unspoken promise or emotional anchor in the relationship. Okay, spirit guides, tell us what's at the heart of this matter, the unspoken promise or emotional anchor that is tied to this inactivity and displeasure, lack of emotional connectedness, and nurturance. We have the 6 of Wands at the heart of the matter. I don't feel victorious. We may have a relationship dynamic here where we are paired together. And things have transpired throughout the relationship and we're no longer feeling victorious in the pairing. It could be the quality of the relationship. It could also be in relation to how you are viewed in public as well. The heart, the unspoken promise. Oh my goodness. Wow. Okay. So I just got an energy here of being slapped across the face. There could be someone here could have been slapped across the face. However, there is a party here who may be resigned to making sure that you don't experience victory in the relationship. At the head, the mind body, the mental construct is an acknowledgement of fire that is being withheld, that is being assigned to dormancy. There is a vow here, a heart vow, an emotional anchor of possibly working against a partner to ensure that they do not experience victory. We will be getting some clarifiers as well. Okay, now let's look at the 4th card, which is the left hip of the body. Now, if you, depending on the roles in this situation, if you are the other party, if you are the party who is in the 6 of Wands in the reverse energy, you have a partner here who may be sabotaging, or they could just be so trapped in their heads because maybe they are being roused and challenged in a way that is causing them to have stage fright. I think I lost my train of thought there. It'll come back to me. If you're the one not feeling victorious at the heart level, You feel very uneasy in yourself for some reason. You feel uneasy. Okay, let's get on to card 4. The left hip. Let's see the left hip, Spirit. At the left hip. The left hip is the root issue or ancestral pattern in the bond. And we got what I will say is safely a plethora of cards. At the left hip, the root issue here is that, and I mean, how fitting it did fall on the left side. We have divine connection, twin flame in the reversed, 5 of swords in the reversed, and the fool. I'll read this both ways. Someone is disappointed because they took a leap of faith. Potentially, with the 5 of swords in the reverse, with a partner or individual who had deceived them prior. They went against their better judgment. And now they are finding out that this is not a sacred union, that the bonds here are very surface level, maybe very tied to the physical. This is what is the root issue. So if this reading resonates with you, in your own sacred time, when you view your own family dynamic, you may find that you have a history throughout your family of individuals who take or make haphazard decisions, or individuals who have lost out on opportunities with the page of wands in the reverse, because there is definitely inactivity here. And they have suffered for it. You are caught in an ancestral cycle of manifesting relationships with individuals who are quasi to the 10th power. Okay. Card 5, the right palm. How each person is actively shaping the connection. What are you guys both doing? How are you both contributing to this lackluster, not victorious connection? How are you both contributing to the shaping of this connection? We have the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. In this deck, this card really is an upright card when it's in the reversal. As in the reversal, we have a detour sign you cannot go past. So there is an interest here shared between two to manifest or to gain some kind of abundance in the relationship. Now, when it comes to the direction, we're going to look at position 6, the left foot. Let's see the direction the relationship is truly moving towards. Ace of Pentacles. You are both trying to manifest your own golden opportunity. You are, in some ways, throughout this mess and this displeasure, it seems that you are heading into an offer from spirit. Now, if this is a relationship where you still are working in the household together, and this is just a phase in the relationship, there is divine help that is coming in for you. All right. Next, we will look at the relationship dynamics. And we're going to clarify with some cards here. Let's see. Let's see what it is that one of you is consciously bringing into the relationship. You know, this is something about yourself, and this is something that you're consciously bringing into the relationship. Good, bad, or ugly. Let's see. 5 of Cups in the challenge. So we have a fear of loss of relationships. We fear losing the relationships. The 5 of Cups in the challenge fell on divine connection. 5 of Swords in the reverse, the Fool. Someone here feels that it may be good and fair to drag their partner through all kinds of bullcrap, and they should still feel a sense of fortune. They should still feel that the relationship is headed in the right direction. They should still want to work on the relationship every time that the other party takes what is a divine twin flame, deeply connecting, divinely tapped in relationship and turn the dynamic up on its head. Someone here is married to an unhealthy way of relating to others. What is hidden or shielded in this relationship dynamic? What is hidden or shielded in this relationship dynamic? If you're still here for the reading, thank you for your love and your support. I will note that in a pre-shuffle, I came across an energy of plagiarism, and I will say to you that I myself am quite keen about not plagiarizing from others, and especially for me, not because I appoint myself as being special, but because God says so. There is a tower beneath your feet. I wouldn't be plagiarizing. And if you have to, it says a lot about your own sense of authenticity. But that is not the way to go about it. Now, what is hidden or shielded in this relationship? The 3 of Cups. There could be connections here that we are very focused on keeping in the background. Someone here has an issue with leaving the past behind. 5 of Cups is what this person is consciously bringing in the relationship, and this is tied to the external people that they refuse to let go. Someone had a really difficult time in preschool here, a really difficult time. Because in adulthood, this is ridiculous. Someone here may also have a drinking problem, overdoing it. Maybe it's not even the quality, it could be the friends. However, if you are an adult and you're going out over drinking with friends every time, you have an issue. You all have an issue. But if it's you in a group of people and you are the one that is always inebriated and falling into people's hedges, no. Okay. In this relationship dynamic, this person possibly wants to get married as well in this kind of season that they're in, with an inability to let go of relationship dynamics that would cause their partnership and their partner distress. What is the shared task between these two souls in this relationship? What is the shared soul task in this? The devil in the reverse. Get over toxic behaviors. Get out of addictions. Recalibrate yourself to a higher frequency where you're not so focused on externalities and being boozed up and partying every weekend. Now, for the closing seal, I will be pulling one oracle card. This single energy will hold until the next constellation shift in your connection. If you want to bring this into your own body, trace the star map position over yourself from crown to foot while speaking one clear intention for your relationship. Okay? This isn't just a reading, it's a constellation you can walk in. This is you energy mapping along your physical body. You should learn about the meridian points if you have no idea what I'm talking about. We have the Lunar Queen, she of the celestial crescent. And we will read a bit into this energy. The Lunar Queen. My Lunar Queen, my Lunar Queen. She evades me. Something here is hidden. Okay. All right. So there is an element here of protection over your relationship. If there is a third party involved here that is hidden within this group, there's an element of protection regarding your relationship coming through the Moon Mother. She of the celestial crescent. There is a deep feminine wisdom that recognizes the importance of cycles of rest and replenishment as essential balancing to our actions of power and demonstration. You are asked to allow this replenishment for yourself now, trusting that you are in a cycle of creation that is about to shift into a new phase. Remember, we said the Ace of Pentacles, divine help was coming to shift this relationship. Release and enjoy the process without having to control or force it. Isis, as Lunar Queen, understands the cycles of creative power and flow. Sometimes it can be hard to let go of a desire to force, control, and make things happen. To exert might and willpower to bring what you wish into being by sheer determination, exertion, and force. Yet the vast creative power of the feminine principle is in honoring and flowing with the cycles of activity and rest, of releasing force and surrendering into the perfection of what is happening right now. Releasing that this actually brings us, releasing, not releasing, well, obviously releasing, but realizing that this actually brings us divine manifestation and creation more effortlessly and gracefully and to greater effort. Relax. Mm-mm. When you want to get to it, relax. Oh, wow. Okay. When you want to come. Someone here maybe, well, like I said, if you are having intimacy issues and you are masculine, or if your masculine is having issues, divine feminine energy, and you are the one who is having to hold space, it's about the headspace, it's about the crown. Relax. If you want to have a good intimate time, find a way to manage your own vibration so you are not a force or pressure. Work on you. And then when you've stabilized your own energy, now you're more confident about holding space for your masculine. You make consciously aware decisions to bridge the gap between what you're desiring, which is victorious intimacy again, of course, right? Mm-hmm. You want, Lord Jesus, listen. You want him to whisper things. You want him to 5 of Swords you, but not in the hurtful way. Someone here may have a thing for their partner being an absolute rogue and devil and whispering very erotic and naughty things in your ears. You're going to have to ease off, though, on the pressure. Come into your power so you can hold space and bridge the gap. Don't pounce right away because, of course, if he is all in his head, it will take a while for him to regain that confidence. Cook him some curry, build up that solar and sacral energy. Give him some papaya with some condensed milk, ripe papaya. For yourself, engage in some dancing movements. If you're a Caribbean woman, you should have no reservations about whining and grinding, my Latinas, my Latinos, and all my other peoples who like the movement and rhythm and flow and who aren't afraid to allow their bodies, their holy vessels to move. Put on some music in your quiet time. Put on some songs that get you in the mood, honey. Put on your booty shorts. Get some candles, girl, and pull that bumper up to that mirror and practice. Because there is divinity here and there is a divine bestowment. There is a higher purpose for this relationship. However, you need to get yourself aligned. Aligned. Thank you for your love and your support. That is your reading. If you found some measure of wisdom here, feel free to leave a comment, like, or subscribe. Until next time. Bye for now. If you felt the flame, it wasn't just a message, it was memory. This is Thelia, Dragon Seer, Phoenix born, voice unstolen, truth untamed. Leave only if your soul has had enough. But if you're still burning, come back. And remember, the dragons, they're always watching.